welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a updated makeup I've hit pan on video. So I like to do these every trimester, so every 4 months. So I'm doing one in the spring, one in the summer, and then one at the end of the year. And I just keep track of the pans I've hit since the last update. So I will link all of the previous videos in this series if you want to kind of go through and see some more pan. But yeah, I have all eyeshadow today, which is really fun. I have not hit pan in any like face products, blushes, powders, things of that nature. So all eyeshadow, and I'll let you know if they were in any sort of project that I'm doing. If you like project panning, specifically eyeshadow panning projects, I'll let you know kind of where these pull from. But let's go ahead and dive in. So the first palette I have here is the Anastasia Soft Glam 2 palette. I would highly recommend. This is my favorite travel palette. I love the size of it. It has a nice mirror, and it has both warm and kind of rosy shades in it. So I actually hit pan in 2 different shades from this palette. The first one was Noir, which is this black down here. This was not in any project pan or anything like that. This was just one that I hit pan on naturally. So I use black and brown eyeshadows like this as eyeliner. So I wet a flat liner brush that I have from e.l.f. with either water or setting spray, and I dig in there. Obviously you can see exactly where I put my brush, and then I line my upper lash line, and it works really, really well for me. So that was fun to hit. I believe I hit this like days after I filmed my last update. So this one's been waiting for a while. The other shade I've hit pan in here since, you know, my last update was Dreamer, which is this kind of champagne gold shade here. This was included in my Pan That / Every Palette series. So this year I'm trying to hit pan in at least 1 shade from every palette in my collection, which I have a pretty small eyeshadow collection, so that's actually a kind of achievable goal. But yeah, so one that was in a project, one that was not in a project, and I have 3 pans total in this palette now, which is awesome. I would love to see one more and have it half panned. That's a really cool accomplishment that I've seen other people do, so maybe I will try to do that at some point in the future. Next, I have the Colourpop That's Tote palette. This is a 9-pan palette from Colourpop. And again, I have a new pan in here from using it as an eyeliner. So this is the shade Bedrock. This was in my Project 10 pan. So this year I'm doing a rolling style Project 10 pan, and I was able to hit pan in this liner shade as well. This is the one that I've been focusing on pretty much since the beginning of the year. Next, I have a quad of singles. These are all ABH eyeshadow singles. And again, this came from my Pan in Every Palette series. And I hit pan in the shade Ballet, which is the soft pink right here. Might be a little bit hard to see. Let me get the right angle. There we go. You should be able to see the pan in there. So this shade is a really beautiful kind of like satin shimmer. I used it all over the lid. Really enjoyed it. It has a little bit of a purple, I wouldn't say glitter, but like shimmer running through the pink, which is really great. So yeah, that is one that I have hit pan on as well from that Pan in Every Palette project. Okay, then I have my Sultry palette. This is my actual Pan That palette. And I've only hit pan in 1 new shade since the beginning of the year, and that is the shade Rose Quartz, which is right here. Obviously, you're seeing a variety of different eyeshadows with pans in here. So I'm working on panning this and trying to finish up some of these shades, but I already had quite a bit of pan before. So this Rose Quartz is the only new one thus far. But again, I'll have this series linked down below if you want to see all the progress I've made in this palette so far. And then my last eyeshadow to share with you comes from my Colourpop Bare Necessities palette. I'm pulling from here for a lot of kind of like basic shades. So again, have quite a few pans in here already, but the one that I most recently hit pan on is Taboo, which is this brown, again, a liner shade for me. So that is right down here. I do have 6 pans in this palette now, which is starting to look really nice, but I still have plenty of liner shades I can reach for. So I think I have probably, I don't know, 3 more liner shades I could use out of here. So definitely can get some more going. But those are the 6 pans I have to share with you today. Kind of a short and sweet update. Like I said, I will be filming one of these again after another 4 months. So that would be about August that I will be providing another update. Hopefully I'll have some more types of products other than eyeshadows, but eyeshadows are certainly some of the most exciting to hit pan on in my opinion. So happy to share these with you today. I'd love to hear from you. What's something that you've hit pan on recently, or maybe one of like the hardest things for you to hit pan on. For me, I used to think that eyeshadows were the hardest thing for me to hit pan on, but as soon as I started kind of rotating through, like just using one liner shade at a time, just using one inner corner shade at a time, just using one like shade to deepen the outer third of the eye at a time. Once I kind of dialed it in that way, it became a lot easier and I would hit pan and move on to the next one. Because that's definitely my primary goal. I'd love to have a pan percentage of 20% in my eyeshadow, which I'm tracking in the Pan That and Every Palette series that I'm doing. So you can go see what my current pan percentage is over there. But that's going to be it for me today. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.